Mike Moore Media.
I'm talking to Judy Yarbrough, city marketer in Reidsville. Judy, there have been so many wonderful events already in Reidsville this summer, but a lot more to come, it looks like.
Absolutely. You know, we are really halfway through our summer. So we have a lot more stuff going on, although the cruise-ins have ended for the season. And that last one turned out really well. We had a lot of cars out there, and so it was really nice. So we've got a concert coming up next weekend we're very excited about.
Yeah.
It's 80s Nation, and if you are an 80s fan, this is the band for you. So we're telling people dress up in your 80s outfit and come out there and party with us.
All right, so that's at Market Square, August 27th, 80s Nation.
80s Nation. Starts at 7 p.m. Of course, it's a free event. You need to remember your chair. There'll be food vendors down there, as well as a beer garden sponsored by the Chamber. And then, of course, we have games set up for the kids and that kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun at the concerts this summer.
Oh, yeah, I know you have. Okay, got that down on the calendar. 80s Nation, Saturday the 27th. Okay, what's next?
So we are... the Fab Festival is going to be October the 15th, and the Fab Festival this year, you know, we've always done the Reedsville Jubilee, a big festival. Well, we've got the streetscape going on, so we're not going to be able to do that this year as a huge festival. And we started last year, of course, you know, COVID messed everybody up, and we had to cancel it, but it is a food, art, and brew event. It's going to be Saturday, October the 15th. There were the only vendors that will be there as far as, you know, selling their merchandise, besides food vendors, is artisans. So if you are an artisan and you make or grow what you sell, then we want you to come out. The fee to participate is $25, so it's not much at all, and the time for that is going to be from 3 to 9, and we are closing Settle Street along with Scales to Williams, from Settle to Williams. And then, depending on how many vendors we get out there, we're going to wrap it around onto Market Street from Settle to Williams. So we're expecting, we've got a lot of artisans already signed up. Food vendors, we're still looking for, we need no more sweet vendors. We've got plenty of sweet vendors, but we do need some food vendors. And we've got the breweries coming out and setting up. So it's going to be a great event. We're very excited about it. Dale Kimber is performing along with the Chris Marks band. Chris Marks is kind of country rock, and Dale Kimber is kind of R&B and all kinds of different, and jazz.
Okay, so that's going to be Saturday, October 15th, 3 till 9. Fab Festival, that is food, art, and brew. I love that.
Yeah, so we started it a couple of years ago. It was held on a Sunday, and it was a much smaller event, and we are going to expand on it and really turn it into a really big event. So we're very excited about it.
Yeah. I know you have some other things to talk about, but you mentioned Streetscape. Just a quick note on that, because the work is underway.
The work is underway, and you know as well as I do, Murphy's Law always applies. And so, we're running behind because we ran into some snafus out at Mural Park. So they are working on Mural Park now. They're putting it all back together now. So they're laying the brickwork out there. We've got the street lights coming in at the 1st of September, so not long from now. And then they'll start moving down the streets as they go. So it's underway, and so far it has gone well. The merchants are very happy with the fact that we are updating everybody all the time, so they know what's happening. They know when it's coming and when it's not coming. And, so far we've not had to close the street, so that's worked out really well. Yeah,
okay, that's going to be wonderful, the Streetscape project in downtown Reidsville. Let's talk about public art, specifically that Salt House mural.
So this is a really cool project that we're working on, and I just kind of wanted to let people know where we're at with it. So Public Works built the building a year or so ago, and it's called the Salt House building because it's housing the salt for the snow. And it's a three-sided building, and it faces Harrison Street, and it's just a plain building. So we were like, let's do a mural on that building. So we brought together a group of folks from the West End community, and that's what that community is known as, off of Harrison Street. and what used to be Duke Street and is now Marcellus. We brought together, and the group we brought together ranges in ages of 7 to 70.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a very cross section of the community. And we said, what do you want on this? So we did a process where we sent out a call to artists, and we had several artists reply to it. We narrowed it down to 2, Doug Kaysen and Gina Franco, and both of them met with the group. It was a very intense meeting about West End and that community and the transformation it has made over the years. You know, originally it was a predominantly black community. I mean, that's where the black population lived. Mm-hmm. They had teachers. They had, Joe Walker, who was, a construction worker, home builder. That's where the professional people lived from the black community. And so, but it was basically a black community. And we laughed. They said, one of the guys said, the only white person we ever saw was a postman. But it's a great community. I live in that community, as a matter of fact, and have for 23 years. So, but it's a great area. And so it was a very passionate meeting, and they talked about what they'd want to see on this building. And so the artists have come back with 2 renderings. We have met with the first artist to kind of narrow things down, and we're meeting with the second artist. She has come back with some changes that they asked her to make, and then they're going to pick which artist. And so we've left it up to the community to decide. After that meeting, I looked at Chris and Summer and said, I am not making that decision.
Okay.
So, because they're very passionate, and I get it 100%. That community has made a major transformation. And so we're really excited about that. So we're getting ready to get started on that once they pick the artist for that. So that's going to be a great project.
Well, there's some roots there and some real history, isn't there, too?
Well, there is, and it's interesting that you say that because one of the artists came back on, because it's a 2-sided mural, they had done a tree on one side with the roots. And that's, because that's exactly what it is. It is a very rooted community. A lot of faith-based of the community and a lot of transformation of the community. And it really has transformed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks to everyone for making that happen. Let's talk about magic, specifically what's happening with the Water Lantern Festival. It's coming back.
It is coming back, and that is September the 10th out at Lake Reedsville. Now, this event is not sponsored by the city of Reidsville, but we help promote it because it is a fabulous event. If you have never been to that event, you need to get a ticket and go. What happens is you come in and you purchase a ticket. You can get 1 ticket for your family. For every ticket that you buy, it's 1 lantern. So if you want to launch 1 lantern, then, you buy 1 ticket. The rest of everybody else can come in. They just can't have a lantern. And so you decorate your lantern, and then people get up and they talk about, especially with everything that's happened with COVID and all the things that's been going on in our world, it's such a peaceful, beautiful event. And people get up and they talk about what they've drawn on their lantern, what it represents, who it's in memory of, and those kind of things. And then when it gets dark, all the lanterns are launched onto Lake Reedsville. Yeah. It is absolutely beautiful.
But it really is a magical evening, isn't it?
It is. It truly, truly is. It is something to behold if you have never seen one.
Yep. So that is at Lake Reedsville, September 10th. Okay.
That is correct. And the gates open at 5. And the launch will happen right at dark, usually around 8 o'clock. And like I said, it is really a very beautiful event, and it is something that we're very proud that we can bring in. This is a national event. It happens all over the United States, and we are extremely fortunate that we get it here in Reidsville. And people come from all over for this. So it's a great event.
Now, this is really a triad event, isn't it?
It is, absolutely, and that's how it's marketed as the Triad Water Lantern Festival.
Yeah. I'm looking back in my notes, and I see an official press release from the city March 10th about City of Reidsville partners to create all-inclusive park. We've talked about that. We've done several podcasts on that. Bring us up to date. Where are we?
Well, things, again, Murphy's Law never go the way you expect them to go. And with everything that's happened, everything is on back order. Mm-hmm. So I don't care what you're doing, it's on back order. So our equipment is shipping on the 1st of November now. So we had a meeting last week with the company that's doing our bathrooms. We've got a company here in Reedsville, Smith Midland, who does prefabricated bathrooms. I don't know if you know that.
Wow.
But they're very cool. I mean, they're really neat. You can design them the way you want to, and they come in and plop them down and hook it up, and you're ready to go. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're putting there. The bathrooms will kind of be at the entrance with a opening in between the two of them. And the bathroom, of course, the doors will face towards the park, and the outside, you would know that's what it is. It's just going to look like an entrance. The plane will be in front of that. Toy Makers is working on the plane. I talked to David yesterday. And he said things are coming along great there. And he was like, he's really they have truly gotten into this plane. He said, did you know that this plane used to have cloth wings? And I was like, I don't know that I'd want to find a plane that had cloth wings.
The good old days.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you, man. Yeah. So anyway, so they're working on that. And so it looks like we're probably going to break ground sometime in November. And then plan to have the park opened by March during our sesquicentennial celebration.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. Sky's the limit, the name of that project.
That's right.
Yep, okay.
And our 150th celebration is going to begin in January, and we will have events going on the entire year. So we're really excited about that. Judy Neal is, we've partnered with her. We're doing a magazine for this. So if you're a business owner and Judy contacts you about advertising in this magazine, she's legit. It's a publication that we'll be doing about Reedsville, and it'll be a magazine that you can keep forever because it's going to be about the history of Reedsville.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're doing Reedsvilleopoly, and so we're doing ornaments, we're doing a calendar, so all kinds of different things going on, and every month there'll be featured events.
Okay, well, we'll get that covered with you next year for that. 150 years for the city of Reedsville.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
Something new, let's talk about the Rome Reedsville app.
Yeah, so we're excited about that too. So the Rome Reedsville app is designed for residents and tourists. And if you download that to your phone, it's available on Apple and Android, the Google Play Store. You can get all the updated information about events that are happening in Reedsville. So you just download it, and then you pop it up, and it's going to show you the calendar of events. You can go to the website, the tourism website, which is riseupreedsville.com, and it gives you updates on everything that's happening. So we're very excited about that. We have two apps. We have Connect, Reedsville Connect. That particular app is designed for residents, so if they want to report a problem, they can download it into that app, and then it goes directly to the department that needs to address the issue. Mm-hmm. But this particular one is designed for tourism and residents that want to know what's happening.
Okay. Always tweaking things to make it better for all of us. We've got about a minute left. Anything we need to wrap up with, Judy?
Well, I will tell you that the teen center is getting ready to reopen, and we're very excited about that. That's going to be on August the 27th. So be watching for a press release. I'm going to get one out today about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that's great. A lot of work. That's completely redone, isn't it?
That is. And the artist and Mary Ryan and the artwork that they have done over there through that grant is just amazing. That is a transformation of that whole center.
It really is. Yep. Judy Yarbrough, always great to get an update from you. All the good things happening around Reedsville. Thanks for making it happen.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. We'll talk again next month.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Judy Yarbrough is a city marketer in Reedsville. Again, a reminder about that Rome Reedsville app. That's brand new. Be sure to check out the city website. That is reedsvillenc.gov. Lots of ways to connect with them. And, of course, riseupreedsville.com. And, of course, we remind you to support our local Reedsville businesses. Shopping local, it's a win-win for all of us.